All right, I'm back. I'm back. Just make sure I'm back, man. This craziness. All right, we are live. Here we go, guys. Amazing. Can't believe I'm back. Back with a vengeance. Bitcoin begins bull rally. Look at I love the title of today's video. Okay. They're making it hard on me today, guys. All right, they unclicked my streaming software, making it hard on me. You think it was me? It was my fault, but it wasn't my fault. I'm gonna delete this old one forever. Understand? Okay, live. Get shareable link. Boom. Submit. Copy that. Gold's still ripping, just so you guys know, but we'll do it. We will do it. We'll go over a lot of different things that we've done today. All right. Okay. I got it back. Just sending the new link out because the old link got buried. And now I'm trying to... There we go. Okay. A new stream. Okay. Gold is hovering. Okay, here we go. Let me pop out the chat. Nice, nice, nice. So here we go. Excellent connection, right, everybody? We're moving. There is latency, 20 seconds behind, but ask the questions here. And there we go. Okay. Here we go. All right, we are live, everybody. How everybody doing? Hope everyone feeling wonderful. And let's get into the markets.
Daddy?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Into the markets.
It's Mommy. Emergency. She needs you.
All right, well, I'm live right now, so I'll do it as quick as I can. All right? All right, thank you. All right, everybody, here we go. And we're getting into the markets. The Gus funds, this is kind of a funny reason why I have the Gus funds. It's kind of a personal funny thing, but if you know, you know. If you're in the know, you know why I have the Gus funds up here. But yeah, right now I'm in a trading competition. A friend of mine, nice enough to give each of his friends $5,000 and see who can make the most money in 6 months. So what I did was everyone else in the trading competition asked for the money to be wired. I asked for Bitcoin immediately, you know. I feel like it's frozen again. Like, what? What are they doing this to me for? I feel like it's frozen again. All right, it's not. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's go. Jonas, back in the grind, man. I see everyone popping back in. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. with the Gus funds, I'm going to start with gold. I'm going to show you guys how to trade an asset from beginning to end, okay? I'm going to delete all my old work. I'm going to trash it. So I come fresh and new to an asset like this. I like to sit on the 4-hour chart, okay? And why? Let's talk about time frame, okay? Let's get into this. Let's get into why you look at time frames and why. Let's get into basically price action. Maybe you don't know what these candles are. Red candle means the price was getting sold down. Green candle means the price was getting sold up. There's also some people who like Hikanashi candles. Hikanashi kind of shows you a little more of like, I don't know, some people like it better. But traditional American traders are all using these candles here. No bars. So here you would say, what is price action? What's going on? Now, each of these bars represents price in a period of time, okay? If you're on the 4-hour, it means each bar, meaning this green bar, this red bar, they equal 4 hours. And I know I'm going over some things some people know already, but it's just I like to hit the basics because a lot of people are new and just getting into trading on my channel. So that's just something that I want to, just kind of throw out there. Okay, so if I hover over this, you'll see the numbers up here change. You have open, high, low, and close. OHLC is what we call here. Now, they'll change as I move on a bar. For instance, this green bar opened at 941. Its high was 981. Its low was, is 1941. Its high was 1981. Its low was 1939. And it closed at 1971. Now, what is this wick here? Well, it went this high, but then the price closed in that 4-hour time period below the high that it made. So it creates what's called a wick. Okay? Wicks usually tell you that there's pressure. Look at this wick. It shows you there was heavy buy pressure here at 1905. It tells us we have support here at 1905 because when the price got down there, a lot of people rushed in. Emotions rushed in to buy gold back up. Okay, and you want to couple the idea when you see price action, and you want to understand that you're also seeing human emotions. That's what you're seeing when you're on price action like this. Okay, so when I see an asset, the first thing I do is create my support and resistance lines because that's what other traders are doing. If you don't do it, you're not in the know, right? So I see a low here, a nice low. And it definitely was a bottom period out. So what I do is I hit my line and I make a line here. Boom. I make a line here. And what am I making lines? Look, this is a high here that we hit. So there was resistance there, resistance. And what are my lines? I'm seeing where the price action seemed to have hit an area of resistance. Like here, look, resistance, but then it came support. This is what's called an SR flip. You look for these a lot. Resistance, breakdown, breakthrough. Now old resistance becomes support. You can trade on that. Boom, there's your gains. Okay? So this is the first thing I do when I'm trading an asset is I look for support and resistance lines. Okay? And that's how I'm going to set my buys. That's how I'm going to set my sells. Everything has to be done in this manner because that's how other traders are trading. Okay? You have to remember, if you're not trading with the people who know how to trade, you're getting beat, and you're getting beat hard. What are your thoughts on Zoom? Invested in it when it was an ICO at 11 cents. It shot to 89 cents. Now it's 24 cents. It's attached to its own exchange, similar to Coinbase and Binance, but has a Visa card. Check it out. Okay, let's look at Zoom. I like to see that. That will be the next on the list. And I have a bunch of coins to blow your mind, guys. Okay. Now, the second thing I do is I look for patterns. Okay? If you go to my YouTube channel, it has a plethora of information. Okay? Not just these live streams, but also I just got caught by that Tom Hanks. It was good clickbait there. All right, so one of my first videos, and you really should start, way before all the COVID stuff, but hey, it happens, right? But if you go back to some of my first videos, I was putting out a lot of information, and I wrote charting works. Charts don't lie, why patterns can help, plus a free chart. So here in the link, today I want to talk about how charting really does work. I'm not going to say it's going to make you an amazing trader, and it's not going to make you win every trade. But what it will do is help you curb your emotions. When you have a pattern to trade by, you actually have a list of rules that you've already set. And that way, you'll follow those rules despite what you think is going to happen to the price action. What, honey?
Are you done? Is mommy?
All right, and here's this link. Thank you so much, honey. Be right there.
Wait,
Here, okay, you got it. Yes. And here's a link right here to the chart. Now we're going to click on it. And this is a free chart that I offered on my Google Drive for anyone, publicly available. Now, these are patterns. You have a double top, head and shoulders, rising wedge, double bottom. These are the main patterns you want to learn. And there's not that many to learn. Look, 6 up here, 12, about 15 patterns. And there's more than that. Like, it gets more complex, but these are the basics. So what you do is you're looking for one of these patterns. Now, the continuation patterns here, meaning if the price comes into the pattern, it leaves in that pattern 68% of the time. So you're looking for patterns like this: 68% chance, 68% chance, 68% chance. This is the same thing: 68% chance, 68% chance, 68% chance. And these have a 50-50 shot on either end. They're bilateral patterns. They can go either way. But usually in a bull market, they tend to jump out. So, you got to look at it. The rising wedge has a 68% chance of a break to the downside, but when it breaks to the upside, it goes parabolic. So what I do is I'm looking for the 68% patterns all the time. I have 3 requisites for a trade. I want a pattern to be validated. I want the RSI to be in a nice place for me. I'm also looking for divergence. We'll get into that. That's probably for another video, but divergence is something you want to look at. But that's something you guys should definitely go to this video after you watch this video. Charts don't lie, why patterns can help, plus get a free chart. And you should learn these trading charts. If you want to trade, you should download this, put it on your desk, laminate it. You should know these patterns by heart. If you don't, you're getting beat already. Just, like you're not using the most information possible. I'm here to help you guys. I did it. I'm self-taught. I did this for the last 7-8 years slowly. I started just like you, not knowing a damn thing. And I took information from mentors and people smarter than me, and I began to trade. And now I do it pretty much for a living. So, okay. All right. Let's get back into what we were doing here. So gold. So I make all my price action lines. So you can see obviously here we have another line up here where gold is just seeming to hit and not having a hard time get above. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can find one of the patterns. You create the patterns. Okay. And how do you create a pattern? You say, well, what you want to do is you have to hit at least 2 to 3 candles, your line. So look, I hit 1, 2. I'm going to come down on that one. And you can extend this so you can see more of what's happening. Boom. And I can actually go up to the top of this one if I want. Or I could go to that and say there's a breakout beginning. It depends on how I'm looking at it. I kind of like this idea because gold is breaking out, in my opinion. It's also the parlance of our times, right? Like you can feel that notion. Okay, so if you watch The Big Lebowski, you can hear that quote that I just took there, the parlance of our times. But yeah. I'm always throwing little gems out there for you guys. Now, some people, you either have to draw on the wicks, see the wicks or the long lines, or draw on the candle bodies. I do candle bodies. That's how I trade. Okay, and now how do you create? Now, look at this trade I'm about to create for you guys. Now, the length of the pole is usually the length of the move if it breaks out of the triangle. Okay, so what you do is you grab this length here and you move it up. That puts gold at, and gold hit every milestone that I was talking about before. If you go to my channel earlier and you see, like, my channel is actually really, really good at showing you price action. I have to admit, I hate to toot my own horn, but I go back a lot and see stuff. So there's 7% gains for gold. That would put us at, 2,100, okay? Because we have 1,900, we need to go 190 to get 10%. 2,130 is my new target for gold on the 4-hour time frame. And actually, we have a MACD cross coming. All right, now, what indicators am I using? Okay, and if you want me to slow down, let me know. I will. Thank you, Jonas. Okay, so here we go. Now, one thing for gold is you want to see all the moving averages. See, all right, let me slow down. Everyone's chart is different. What do I use? I use volume. This is volume right here. And then I use these. See this? 5 MA. I use an indicator that already has 5 moving averages built in. The 200, the 100, the 80, the 50, and the 21. So this is the 200. This is the 100. This is the 80. This is the 50. And this is the 21. You see all these lines that the white, the green, the pink, the blue, and the yellow. Now, when an asset is bearish, meaning it's going down, like let's find a place where gold was going down. Here, you'll see the price action ends up below all the moving averages. And you'll see lower moving averages will cross higher ones. See here, the 21 crosses the 200. That's like, considered a death cross. When the 50-day crosses the 200, death cross, death cross. That only brought gold down to 1454 though. On that March, when everything tanked that week in March 11th to the 18th there. Call it like Black Patty's Day. But when we validate that and the price broke out, look. And then what happens is when all these moving averages align and they're in sequential order, that's bull market ready. Like that's when an asset is ready to blast. Like I know traders who won't even touch an asset until it's above its moving averages. So and look at this, the 21-day is holding support. You can see gold bounced off the 21-day moving average right here. To me, that's another heavy indication, okay? Now, I kind of want to touch on divergence today because it's a game changer, and it really will change how you trade. People say, what is divergence? Divergence is looking for different contrary moves in patterns, meaning, now, look at the low on the price up here. It's right here. But look at the next low. It's right there. That's an uptrend. The price is going up. But if I look at the RSI, the low here is low like this. This is lower. That's what's called divergence. The price is going, like divergence means two things aren't together. They're not coinciding, right? They're diverging. They're going against the grain. They're not going with each other. So the price action is going up. But the RSI, which is the relative straight index, which gives you the momentum of a move and tells you when you should be be selling or buying, is sloping downward. When the price action moves up, but the RSI is sloping down, that's what's called hidden bullish divergence. With a MACD cross coming, this is the MACD right here, the moving average convergence and divergence. See the blue? We're going to get over that too. We're going to get over the blue crossing the red line. And I think I'm going to blow your minds right now. Okay. So what I see right now, though, is hidden bullish divergence. I can almost guarantee, as a trader, 80% of the time I trade on this, I make money. And I know you'd be like, wow, how is that possible? But it is. So right now I'm going to sit here and tell you that gold's going to go up today and tomorrow. It's going to have a beautiful Friday. How do I know that? Because it has hidden bullish divergence. Now, if the price action falls below this line, that will invalidate the hidden bullish divergence. But I think we're closing here at this 1974 line. And that's looking like, I don't know, I think we're going to break above this trend line and go up to 2132. So I'm calling 2132 for gold. I think if you're trading gold today, you're in a good spot. I like it. It's above all its moving averages. It has a MACD cross coming. Let's go over all the indicators that I'm using. And let's go. First of all, I'm at tradingview.com. You should open up a TradingView account at tradingview.com. I believe I have a referral link that I get like some referrals too through me. So let me see. I should have my TradingView referral link up somewhere. Let me see here if I can go to my profile and put it up there. Sharing. Everyone with the link can view and copy. Refer a friend. Here it is. But can I not refer a friend? To see my profile. Like here's something I said, doc to pop. 20% gains. And then you can see if I was right. Look at this.
What about the market?
So look, I called this out. I said doc to pop. I drew the triangle, and boy did doc pop. Right? So that was one of my ideas, and you can see, was he right? So I can create ideas before they happen. Then you can watch my ideas and see if I'm right, right? So doc to pop. Here's Aeon breaking out. And let's see, I think I was wrong here. See, Aeon didn't break out. It came up a little bit, but it invalidated my pattern and dropped. So I was 50-50 there. All right. Just trying to see reputation, 23 ideas. I don't do a lot of ideas. I should do more. I should be more active on this trading platform, but I'm on YouTube all the time. Yeah, I think it's a perfect time to jump in on gold right now. I would validate that. I hate to like tell you what to do. Again, it's not financial advice, but yes, there's hidden bullish divergence, man. Like, and you have, all right, this is what's called the moving average convergence and divergence. Let me show you this now. This is a game changer as well, the MACD. So you notice I have price action, volume, 5 moving averages, the MACD, and the RSI. These are the basics that I use. And there's far more other indicators, and I kind of get crazy with it, and there's other things to do. But this is how I started to trade, and these are the basics. Let me show you how the MACD works. It's amazing. Now, here you'll see green, white, red, pink. Like it's like basically or green and light green. And then you'll see a red and a green line. You're like, what's going on here? Well, let's take this area, for example, right here. The price action all of a sudden began to move up, right? Now, we can see that here's where the price action did move. Then it came down, and then it really boomed like right around here. Now, you can see that this is a lagging indicator. It usually happens a little bit late. But see how the blue line crosses the red line right here? See how the blue line's crossing the red line? When the blue line crosses the red line, that's when price action starts to pick up. And look, the blue line is above the red line until we have a little bit of a dip right here. See, there's a dip right here. And that's when the blue line crosses the red line. And now the red line's on top. So basically, whenever price is going up, the blue line ends up on top of the red line. Here we are on a big run right now. Blue line on top of the red one. Okay? And now we have, what happened here is it curved underneath. So we had a little bit of a down period. And now it's curving up. It looks to me like the blue line, like it's right here, is about to cross the red line. You have to be preemptive with this, and you're not always right. But this is how I trade. So, and also, after the pink becomes green, look, pink, big green move here. Pink, big green move here. And look, we're in the pink. See? In the pink, I mean, is the lighter, these bars on these, this is a histogram in the MACD. I think I can make this big and we can just look at it together, yeah. So, this is just a MACD all by itself. So we can really validate it and look at it. So you see, every time things pop off, green has been prices doing well. And at the end of a red is usually, you might get another little red. It happens, but a lot of times the red ends and you're in the pink and boom, you're into the green, Right now we're getting into the end of a red. And it looks to me like the blue just looped up and they're coming to hit each other. So I use that indicator to trade. This would indicate to me that price action is going up. Also, the hidden bullish divergence. And once we get up here, I would sell, though. Once we get above, see, you had 70 and 30 as well, Desmond, at the beginning of the day when you sent me something. I used 70 and 30 as well. So whoever showed you that chart knew what they were doing. I'm happy that you saw that. Okay. Now, trading gold, I like to trade JNUG. Look at it, how low it is from its all-time high. Expect this to go up even more as gold just continues to roar. Look at JNUG in the pre-market. Usually if JNUG's up in the pre-market, the Dow is down in the pre-market. And if you don't know how to tell if the Dow is down or not, you can just go to here, crypto Dow futures. Just Google Dow futures if you want. I just go to Dow futures, and the Dow is up $47 right now. 47 pips, whatever you want, moment. So, I thought the Dow would be down more today, but it looks like it's going to be up. Interesting. So that's how you can kind of get an idea on Dow. U.S. stocks futures jump as big tech booms during pandemic. Right? Global markets, Asian shares weaker as growth virus worries temper tech boost. Asian stocks fall as global growth fears. Yeah. That means we may fall tomorrow because Asian stocks are probably like 12 hours ahead of us. So, like at 8 p.m. at night, they're up to 8 a.m. in the morning. So it's just something to think about. So what do I see happening with the Dow? Let's look at the Dow. I haven't charted the Dow in a long time. Ever since I used to show people the .com bubble and all that. Like if you go to the weekly time frame, are they still there anymore? But I was showing everyone this is the .com. This is amazing, but so this is February 1995. This is the .com bubble into 2000s, right? And then we ran up 220%, but we lost. Boom. The Dow recorrected 30%. Then here's the '08 crisis. We rallied up. This is why I like trading, because I can see things. No one has to tell me. Like, I can see the crisis right here in my mind. Right here on my own desktop. So here's the '08 crisis. The Dow corrected 50%. Okay. Then here's this ridiculous run up when they were printing money. I mean, how could the Dow go up that much more in just 10 years? Like, here it is from, they're printing money, and you can see the money printing flooding into the Dow, over inflating it to the point of no return. Okay. Now, then we had the huge tank and the run up, and now here we are. You can see, like I talked about, the moving averages are not healthy. It looks like the 21 may cross the 200. And back here, yeah, the 21 crossing those is beginning a downtrend. We've had some green. It's looking like the Dow's going to head down. Now, I'm going to say that the Dow's headed down. On the weekly time frame, it's had its moves. Let's see it on the 3-day. On the 3-day, it's about to tank too. Yeah, I mean, the MACD's cross coming, so it's had its move. Look for some more downside for the Dow, probably next week through Wednesday. Gold doing well. Gold doing well. Okay, let's get into crypto, man. Let's get into why we're here. All right. The big winner of the day for me, chill, CHZ. Wow, really blew out of that triangle. Boom, look at that. That's boom. And now it's holding support at that line. It's very interesting. So I had driven this triangle. I've been looking at CHZ. I like to buy the bottom of the trend line. That was a very nice trade. I didn't make it, but it was on my radar. You can see if I drew a line on it, it was on my radar. Data. No, it's not the data I like, though. It's a BNB, USD. I think BNB is a pretty buy, although I do see this double top possible. So it's something you have to kind of look at, make sure it gets invalidated. But you want some BNB during any bull market, it'll go back to 30, 40, $50. I mean, it's going to. So you'll make money if you buy BNB coin. It's going to happen. Here we have a rising wedge breaking out. I have 33% gains coming here for Link, up to $10.26. So I'm calling it here. Good time to get into Link. If the red comes back and we retest, to buy it at about 738 would be unreal. So I'm going to put that as a buy zone there. If it comes and retests this and bounces off, that would be classic buy signal. But Link is definitely holding strong support after a retest. Has too much news. Too many people know about it. The price will just keep continuing to move. I wouldn't stress it. I would put a couple $500 to $1,000 in Link and just let it ride, you know. Band has always been on my radar. Band protocol, as you can see, it went from 98 cents all the way to $5. It's a 5-bagger. Did amazing. I traded Band in and out. Right now I do not have a position in Band, but I would like to make one. So let's see. If you're not in Band right now and you're trying to find a way into Band, let's see what we're forming here. So we are forming that wedge. And again, we go back to these patterns, right? The patterns that I was telling you guys in my first video to go to. Why patterns don't lie. Hit the link right here. Download the free chart. Do it. Don't be lazy. Do the right thing. Download the free chart. It's free. It will help you learn how to trade. Now, let's look at the pattern. And let's look if we can find the pattern. So the price went up into a falling wedge. Let's look. If we see a pattern that looks something like that. Price went up into a falling wedge. 68% chance of a break to the upside. This looks like the falling wedge to me. Do you guys agree? See, it goes up. It's coming down. Do you guys agree? This pattern here almost looks identical, right? Only thing different is it could be an ascending triangle. No, it's a falling wedge because the ascending triangle would have a flat top and a rising upward bend. This is a falling wedge because your top is leaning down. So, and it's kind of getting invalidated. You see the 21-day moving average is trying to come up here. If that corrects and crosses, that will be very bullish. And then you'll have what we have for gold, all aligned. RSI is in a great place to move up. Sitting at 51, really a bullish move has to begin above the 51 area there. So that's really good. We do see MACD cross coming, some more downside. And, you know, I would like to get banned at 317 if it came back down to the bottom of this trend line. Like, this is where I would like to get it, right here. I would love if the price came to me, you know, somewhere in here. But sometimes when I know an asset's hot and I think it's going to move, I basically start to get in like a little bit. Like if I want 1,500, then today I would buy like $300 to $500 worth. That way if it came back down, you know, 10, 20%, I'm only down $100. And then I can put another $500 in here. And then if it moves back up, and it basically balances me out. Here, if we even want to just play the bottom of the trend line here, looks like we got 31% gains if we're patient. I do see. Let's look at it on the weekly time frame. Yeah, see, it's overshot on the weekly. It does have to cool down. I mean, look at it. So that's something to think about. On the daily, it's starting to build this red, and we want to have this plow out more. So it's interesting to see. Maybe we'll come back down to the trend line at 318. I mean, it's very possible, right? And then, boom. Yeah, if you don't know what DeFi is, it's time for you to educate yourself with decentralized finance. Let me just show you what's going on with that. Great place where you can learn about DeFi coins is here. I believe there's a new DeFi section on CoinMarketCap. Let me find out. I haven't been to it yet, but let's see. Wow, there's 5,082 coins. It was 2,700 in the last bull market, you know? So it's time for beat. Check out the decentralized crypto list right here. So you hit this. These are all the coins that are decentralized, basically that pay you to hold them, that will stake, that have something to do with finance, meaning they're a protocol, an oracle, and these are the biggest gainers. Lend, it just won't stop. Okay, I've been watching Lend since about September now. It's called AAV, or AVE, people say. Chainlink has the biggest market cap of any DeFi, sitting at 768. Look at it, $704 million volume a day. Circulating supplies, 350 million Chainlink. Look at MakerDAO with only 1 million MakerDAO. That's why MakerDAO is so expensive, 569. It had a big run up. If you could look at all these charts, you would have made money just 3 months ago had you just plopped anything in any of these. Kyber Network, Ampleforth is something that's been on my radar lately. Ren, I rode Ren up for a nice run up from October to now. I made 100% on Ren. Teller is something I'm hearing. Acropolis is on my radar now. The Hydro Protocol, Loop Ring, haven't heard much about these. Compound Ether has been making some real big moves. Compound OX, Compound Augur. So I've been hearing the word Compound a lot. I didn't do my research, but Compound is making big moves. Here it is right here, Compound at $134. Came out of nowhere and really rose up to 5th in the DeFi area. Let's look at Lend. I want to find a position on Lend. Lend doesn't stop. Let's look at Lend. And here's my list. My list is awesome. This list I've accumulated over years of trading crypto. So even just being in my channel and looking at my list is kind of like exclusive, in my opinion. XTZ is something I really like too. It stakes. It's worth it. It'll pop up. It's going to do what Link did. It'll go to $8 not too long from now. Mark my words. But here's Lend. Lend BTC. If you were in Lend, let me just show you what Lend has been doing. It's up 1,000. At its highest point, it was up 1,700% since about since April 21st of 2020. So April, May, June, July, August. April, May, June, July. 4 months. You turn $1,000 into $17,000. It's not bad, right? And that's the type of things that will occur and you can watch on this channel. Like things that you'll see happen. They are going to happen to crypto lifers. So I just jumped into gold at 1974. That was a good price. You waited for a small pullback. Smart man. I like that move. I like that move a lot. I'm telling you, you had hidden bullish divergence. You had a MACD cross coming. What's your time frame for holding that trade? I always want to make sure that people that are learning from me, they know that basically you should have a checklist for a trade. You should have an entry that you're looking at, which I feel like you were kind of honing in on an entry today. Then you went to my channel and you honed in. You found your place. You got in. Okay. Then you want to know when you're getting out. You want to have a plan. I want to make 10%. I want to get out at 21.50 or whatever it is. You want to have an idea. Obviously, it's always not going to go to the T. Sometimes it does. I'll be honest. Sometimes a trade actually works out exactly as planned. It happens because it's that chaotic that every once in a while that chaoticness makes perfectness, if you get what I'm saying. But it doesn't always. It doesn't always, right? Now I'm in a trading group. I'm just getting some indications. Okay. Nothing crazy. I would like to get out at 225, 250 if it gets that high. Oh, it will. Oh, you're gonna get it, Mark. You'll get it. Barring a huge. Now, Desmond, are you trading with stop losses? Are you protecting yourself from loss? And where would you put your stop loss? That's something we didn't go over. Let me go over this whole trade for you. So let me act like I was going to do the trade. And let's look, what pattern do we see here? It's up with a flat top. Let's go back to our patterns. That's an ascending triangle. Am I wrong? Could also be somewhat of a bull pennant, but it looks like it's got a flat top with a slanted upwards. That has a 50% chance. 50-50. So we have a 50-50 chance of gold breaking up or down from this pattern. But what I do see is hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And I also see a MACD cross coming. So that kind of leads you 50-50, but then you have two indicators that are telling you something is about to happen. In my opinion, you made a good trade, you know? You made a good trade. Now, my stop loss, I would look at the other wicks here. We wick down. So 1937. And then I would kind of be, I like to go lower than the second one, like right here, 1906. But you may not want to risk that much, right? That may not be the risk here. Also, we didn't go over his risk versus reward. Is my stop loss 3% and I'm trying to gain 10%? That's a 3-to-1 trade. You basically want your stop loss always to be a smaller percentage than the gain you're hoping to get. That way, you're risking less than you're willing to gain, right? So, or you're hoping to gain more than you're willing to risk. I would put the stop loss here below this wick in this area here. Let me circle it for you. Somewhere in this range between 1946 and 1938, really, somewhere in here. Because if it falls through this, that invalidates the pattern, and then it's not worth trading anymore. Anyway, gold just took a quick hit though, 1972, 1973. I'm not sure what you're playing with, what pips, like how much you need it to move. Yeah, what trading program are you using? Are you using Robinhood or not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can use a stop loss in Robinhood. I have a Robinhood account. Let me see. I don't use it really, but I have one. What I did is I took $100 and I shorted the S&P, and I'm just holding that right now, trying to see what happens with it. MetaTrader. Never heard of it. Pretty cool though. It sounds dope. Bitcoin. Boom. All right. Damn, man. Gold just took a little bit of a hit. You can see it in 1972. But you know what it is? It's retesting. It broke out and it's kind of retesting. It's kind of a good retest buy as well. It could break through this pattern and come back down to 1925. This is very possible. So you got to have a stop loss for protection because nothing is guaranteed. But I think it breaks out of this pattern and keeps moving. And I know actually if you just hold it long term, like for a week, and you don't try to play these pips, you'll probably make more money, honestly. Like I like to swing trade. Like 3 to 10 day, 12 day swing trades are how I make the most money. And actually right now I'd like to kind of like toot my own horn for a second. I'm going to show you guys my recent trades so you understand that you're not talking to some, because a lot of these people are online like running their mouth and I don't even know if they trade. Like they're good at reading charts and all that, but like are they trading? We don't even know, right? So recently a big guy got caught like fudging his numbers, you know, and I liked him a lot. And I'm not going to say his name, but you know, is what it is, right? So what I can do is I can block a lot of this stuff, the information. But I'm going to take you in to my account and show you my trader diary, which shows every trade I've made in the last like 3 weeks. All right. Kind of see what I'm playing with, how I play, stuff like that. I mean, a lot of people will not do this. Make me breakfast, please? Who is that? BB Rahman? Why don't you ask a trading question? While this loads, we'll check on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 11,000. Now, Bitcoin's doing something very similar to gold, right? I have my lines of support and resistance. We had heavy support here, 11,875. We came back, we hit a trend line. We're kind of moving up to the top of this trend line. We break out of this trend line, we're going parabolic. And we have a MACD cross coming. And we have, in my opinion, horrible hidden bullish divergence, like more than I've ever seen. Bitcoin's continuing up as well. We have a MACD cross coming right here. Look for Bitcoin to continue higher. Let's see its next idea. Really, there's not much resistance for Bitcoin. A little bit here. I see 12,000, man. I'm talking 11,980. 12,000 will be our next target. 12,000. And I think we could hit 12,000 in like the next 2 or 3 days. This is a 4-hour chart. So, Yeah, your Bitcoin. Yeah. I think Bitcoin's about to break out hard. Look, we have a MACD cross coming. That validates the idea that Bitcoin will continue. Also, during the red time, we didn't see a lot of losses. We kind of consolidated here. Again, what pattern is this? Go back to the pattern. This is very similar to, see the bullish rectangle? See? It's a bullish rectangle, as you can clearly see. It's not a rising wedge. It doesn't have a pointed end. It's a bullish rectangle. Let me show you the, again, you take the length of the pole. You bring it to the top of the flag. This gives you your target, which is 12,894. Temporary target. Gains coming of about 15% in Bitcoin. I'm calling that. These are the trades that I am calling out right now. I'm telling you, it's a good time to get into Bitcoin. Let's look at it on the 3-day. The 3-day even better. The beginning of a green histogram. Look at the last time we were on like 1 or 2 of these green histograms. What happened to the price action? It absolutely erupted. Look, we had a MACD cross. The blue line crossed the red line. Boom. Honestly, right now, I'm looking at Bitcoin on the 3-day. On the 3-day, it just began its MACD cross upwards. See the blue line. Are you understanding the MACD, Des? Can I explain it any clearer? And please, I was a beginner too. I didn't understand any of this. Don't feel stupid, ignorant at all. Ask as many questions as you want. The stupid man is the man who's afraid to ask a question. That's the stupid man. You know. Should I wait to see if RSI drops more before I throw more into it? I love your questions, man, because it's like you're starting to use the terminology. Like, so that means you're getting it. You know. Honestly, no. The RSI still is. It really isn't overbought till it's over 70. And we're approaching 70, and really that's when a explosive price action happens. Vitor Costa, what up, man? Thanks, Vitor. Nice to see you, man. Subscribe. I don't remember your name, so I'm so happy to see a new person up on the channel. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we go hard here. I pick a lot of awesome coins, and what I do is I research. I know a lot of the best YouTubers, and I've funneled through all of them throughout the years, and I have like 2 or 3 that I watch every day, and literally they give me the gems. For instance, what is my big move right now? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys. Definitely new. No worries, Victor. I'm gonna show you my last 20 trades, 25 trades, even better. How's that? I'm gonna show you my last 25 trades. In person, live, right here, so you can see, am I a liar? Do I make money? What kind of trader am I? What kind of money do I use? So you can use my information as a crypto lifer to understand your life and help make some gains. Give me 10 more minutes and I'll be off, my love. Having a really good stream. Okay, so I went into Key. And I lost $140. I lost 7%. Okay, that was my last trade on 725. But then I went into Cardano. Okay, I went into Cardano. I actually was already in it, and I just lost 16 bucks on a 0.2% loss. Okay, but my last trade here was Cody. I put $2,100 into Cody on 7/23 at 9 at night. 2 days later, actually more than like almost less than 2 days later, because it's 10 in the morning, day and a half later, I ended up with 24.67, a $290 trade at 13%. All right, on 7/11, I got into rep. I got out 10 days later with $196 with a 9% gain. I got into Doge, and I made 18 bucks. It was whatever. I got into Band at 7/11 at 12/18 at night. Later on that day, 14 hours later, I got out for 18% at $109. I only put 600 bucks in it, and I pulled out $100. I got into Doc for 2,000. I got out at 20, and I got out for 2,200. I made 9% on Doc. So there of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 trades. I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 7. And you see I won 200, 300, 500, 800. And I only lost, 150? Like 160? So there clearly in 1 month, I'm up $800 trading. So let's go back down here. ERD, got in it for 1,200, got out at 13, made $115, 9%. Ban, damn it. I got into Ban at 125. It's now $4. I wish I held this trade. This would have turned in this 1,250 into a lot more money. LTO in at 13, out at 15. And look at my losses though. WRX in at 13, out of 12. I don't take heavy losses. Here's my biggest loss. Link in at 4,479, out of 380. I was trying to play the bottom that day when things were tanking. I thought I caught the bottom. I should have just held that 447. Look, Link's now up $3 on that. That $2,500 would be up. I would have basically be up a damn 50% right now had I just held that Link buy on June 4th. But you can also see that I knew what coins were going to pop. I was into the coins, and And if you look at my win ratio, it's pretty good. Look, at the last 25 trades, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I won 14 of my last 25 trades. That's over 50%, and my wins, my gains were way bigger than my losses. Look, $11 loss, $19 loss, 26 cent loss if I even include that. So it's $16 loss. So like, even of the 5 losses you see, that they accumulate like 50 bucks. So I'm really actually, like, my trading is doing really well. I'm doing well. I'm actually, and it took me a long time to get this good. Like, I almost want to shed some tears because I wasn't a good trader for a long time. And I wanted to give up many, many times. And I'm sure there's going to be other times where it gets frustrating again. But I won't give up because I'm passionate about it and I love it. So I don't think no matter how much pain I get, I just keep moving. But I just wanted to show that just because I kind of want to let people know that I am doing this and I'm not a big, I'm not a big shot, and I'm not into just, hey, make $1,000 in a night or whatever. But what I'm trying to show you is trading will take time, discipline, but over time you will get better, and you'll be happy that you put in that time because you'll be able to make money anywhere in the world in any market. Okay. All right, now let me do my coins of the week, or coins you should be watching, coins you should be into. We went over the DeFi area, right? Chainlink, Maker, Aave, Compound. Lend is just, let's look at Lend real quick, because Lend is something that just doesn't seem to stop, man. There's a lot to go over here too. Do you trade in Tether? Do you trade at Bitcoin? A lot of people are trading to get more Bitcoin. Nice attitude. The universe will reward you. Thank you, Vitor. Really appreciate that, man. This is why I like my channel. It attracts really awesome people into my life. Thank you. I like to put all that effort in. Lend. Lend on the 4 hour. I want lend so bad. I want more lend. Lend, 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 lend. I want some lend. All right. So we're just looking at our lines here. Vitor, you're a good man. Bitcoin for life. Crypto lifers. Are you guys lifers, man? Are you in this forever? So you look for a trend line. Look at that beautiful trend. The trend is your friend until it's not. Jeez Louise, lend. What a trend. So I could come back to the trend line and it'd still be a valid pattern at 24 cents, right? That's what I would like, honestly. We do have a MACD cross coming. Lend has some downside. You can see it's coming. Also like to pull a Fibonacci. Fibonacci tells you where things like to retrace. Now we came back down to the 0.5 fib. The 618 is really the sweet spot. So I would like to get lend at the 618 at 18. But honestly, I haven't. That last V-shaped recovery, 22 cents was the best you could ever get lend. It's showing strong support here. Here, resistance fell through. This could be an SR flip actually at 30 cents. Now that I'm thinking about it, we do have this MACD cross coming, which says we're going to come back down, maybe to the 382. So we would look at it maybe an entry at 27 cents and 25 cents for lend. I am based in where's PT? I'm trying to think. I am based in PT. Yeah, banks are the worst, dude. How are they going to give you 0.001? Plop your money in XTZ, get 6% a year immediately. How's that, dude? You know? Better put it in crypto and watch it grow. Hodler here with the occasional big dips trade. Oh, yeah, Portugal. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh, yeah, and I mean, that's another thing that I push on this channel is I try to get people to understand the banking system in the Federal Reserve. It's very important that you understand that because that kind of led me into Bitcoin and what I'm doing. You know, it's not just like some people are in crypto because, I'm like a fundamentalist. Like I broke down my options and I looked at where value was going and how I could keep the value. And I realized that crypto was my best chance to hold value, you know? That's just kind of how I look at it. So lend, man, we do have this 21-day moving average crossing the other ones, which is bullish. We do have this MACD, though, coming down, which is bearish. No divergence. Everything looking healthy. I think it will come back down. I think 26 cents is a good buy zone. 25 cents right here on the 382. So I'm gonna wait and be patient on lend. But honestly, man, my instinct's telling me it's just gonna keep going up because that's what lend does. And now has put in a higher low. We have a low, higher high. Now we put in another higher high on the 4 hour and another higher low. So we need to break this low and this continuation pattern to see, you know, we had a little downside. And again, I'm always teaching you guys patterns. What pattern do you see here? You see the falling wedge, which is a 68% chance of a break to the upside. And look what happened. Had you played this falling wedge, had you seen the pattern, boom, 38% gains popping out of the pattern. So I only trade patterns that I see. So basically you would have been here. You would have been right around here. You would have been looking at the price action and you would have said, aggressive buy at the bottom of the trend line right here. Very aggressive because it could keep going down. So you buy here, knowing that you may have to buy in again here and here if it's not going to break out. Obviously, you kind of have to know what you're doing here to do this. This is a more experienced trade. But as you watch it hit boom, boom. So here you can see the pink would have been coming on the MACD. And you would have seen the blue line kind of curving. It wouldn't have crossed yet, but you would have had your indication. And you would have said, huh, that blue line looks, it's about to hit the red. We're in the pink. You know, the histogram is right here. And when I mean pink, I mean this area here, the whitish part of the red barred histogram. And you'd say, huh. And then you'd go to your pattern and you'd say, it's in a 68% pattern. So that's my checklist. Is it in a 68% change pattern? Is it in a 68% pattern? Is there a MACD cross coming? How does the RSI look? Right? You use these three things. If they all line up, then this would have lined up because you would have had a falling wedge, a MACD cross coming, and an RSI. This would have lined up for gains. Now the gains have come. I think people will sell, which they did. Look, people took, any trader who was in there was like, okay, now we get up. Now we'll see what happens. Definitely something worth watching. But this is an asset that I think is going to go to $10, $20, $30 easily because it has surpassed my wildest dreams. I mean, it was at 6 cents in April. In June, it was at 6 cents. I mean, in May, June 1st, it was at 6 cents. This thing has 5x'd. Unreal. Unbelievable. All right. But that's a coin you really want to look at. Now, I'm going to tell you my play of the day. My play of the day. Or my millionaire play. My play that I think is gonna really get me paid. And I'll tell you my reasoning behind it. What up, MA63, my dude? We made it so far, man. I'm still alive, bro. I lost my father-in-law, though. People have died. Watch my wife cry every night, and the pain was unbearable for me to stream through. Like, I really had to take 2 months off and mourn and be in retrospective thought and just be there for my family and my wife as well. Okay, I'm going hard into IOST. And when I mean hard, I mean like 3 to 5K hard. Okay? And why? All right. Well, it's because DeFi is popping off right now. Okay? DeFi is popping off. And IOST has a lot of DeFi news. They've been beaten down. And I feel like they have the most upside, as well as some good news coming. And as well as BitBoy Crypto, which is like one of my favorite channels. And the guy is like 100%, and he's made amazing calls. And it's on his radar as well. It's also on my radar. So when two people have the same thing going on, you know. Thanks, man. No, short the dollar for sure, dude. I mean, that's what short the dollar is buying gold, in my opinion. So look, what pattern do we see here, folks? Remember, we keep going back to these patterns. The price goes up into the pattern, up and down. Price going up into the pattern. And then, so I say this is like a bullish pennant, in my opinion, because it's pretty lateral. It's not an ascending triangle because the top isn't flat. It's not a descending triangle because the bottom isn't flat. It's not a symmetrical triangle. It's not a bearish pennant because the price isn't coming from the top. The price is coming from the bottom. So it's either a falling wedge or a bullish pennant, right? Now, it's really not a falling wedge because if it was a falling wedge, we would see it like this, falling down. That's a bullish pennant, and we're at the bottom of the trend line. This is a nice time to get into this asset. I see big green coming here, like one of these. Boom. See how the blue is really pushing out here? Wow. Let's look at previous. This will be our target because it was our last really strong high. You can see we had heavy resistance there. We have a little resistance right here too, in this area, in this region. I'm actually gonna make that a rectangle because it's a zone. Yeah. All right. My wife's pregnant, so she needs me. Trying to teach people how to trade, babe. I got to empower the world. That's my life's goal. Help other people stay financially free and out of the banking system. I got to do my part. Spread my knowledge. We're looking at 70% gains coming from IOST. I would get in right now, bottom of the trend line. Again, this isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor for entertainment purposes only. Now that that's been said, trade at your own risk. But I'm in hard. If you don't believe me, smart trade. No. I got to do me right now. I'm up $24 so far on my IOST buy. Okay? I'm in it for $13.60. I got 235,254 IOST. Des says hi, babe. He's on the live. No, I'm coming for sure. Right now. But yeah, and what I want to do is keep adding to this position. I think it's in a good spot right now to blow. I'm about to pop. I actually want to add again. Yeah, DeFi is taking. You know what's going on at MA63. Yo, so happy to see people jump back on after I took such a long hiatus. I will keep going hard. I apologize for taking such a break, but you can't trade when your emotions are off. And when my life was in shambles the way it was, I just needed to find my chi. I needed to find my place, right, to be able to give you guys the best value possible. And I feel like today, the stream, I'm feeling amazing. So, yeah, I think I'm nailing it. My language is good. My thoughts are well. I'm looking at a lot of different coins at once. And this helps me, too. You guys help me because you make me focus this hour, too. And I have to be better when you guys are around. So, like my standards are raised when you guys are watching me, Yeah, man, don't trade that chop, dude. Don't trade the chop. Right here, we're going to go up. Yeah, too many trades, dude. Too many trades will hurt you. I've been doing great. I'll be honest. Ever since I kind of almost gave up. I got to the end of my line and I had 5,000 in my account and things were tough. And I said, you know what? I'm putting it all in Bitcoin, no stop loss. Don't do that. But that's what I did at 5,300 and it paid off. Bitcoin ended up coming back hard. I made a couple grand, kind of set my mindset back. And then I slowly crawled all the way back and trades have been amazing now. So you can see Bitcoin and gold seem to be moving kind of together now a little bit. All right, I'm going to sign off in the next 5 minutes. As you can tell, guys, I got to run. The Dow down. Dow hasn't opened yet, right? We're not even there yet. Dow's about to open. I'd just rather sit here for the 9:30 open. And then I'm going to jump off. But the Dow looks like it's going to open up 50 points. Right? And you can see, isn't that funny? Right as the Dow begins to open, you can see gold and Bitcoin. Gold took a big hit right there. They sold it back into the pattern. All right. But honestly, I was looking at this pattern like this, and it could be, no. So here we have the pattern. You can clearly see the pattern. It's an ascending triangle. So there's 50% chance to break to the upside or to the downside. We lose that 18%. So it's either going up or going down. But we do see the MACD coming here. So that indicates that this should loop up a little more red. We should maybe at the very least come back down to the trend line. Right here. At 1948. Bounce off the trend line, come back up. I wouldn't panic at all. Des, you should hold it for a week, though. And I think that would be a valid pattern trade. You want to hold it for at least a week. So, one more minute and this market will open. But it's funny to see all the movement the second the Dow's about to open. You see gold moving. You see Bitcoin move. It's just interesting to me. It's not a coincidence. Someone wanted to get their money ready for the market. So someone was trading pre-market gold and Bitcoin, right? And then the second the market was about to open, they sold off the Bitcoin, because you can tell. I mean, they just sold Bitcoin off just like they sold. Look, Bitcoin and gold basically just did the same thing. They're both in a pennant or a bull flag. Yeah, I got very lucky, dude, with that revenge trade. I can actually, I actually want to show it to you because, like, I just was like, I was done, dude. I was like, you know what? Let it go to the ground, or I'm gonna make it, you know. And it was part of the depression, just a lot of stuff going on, you know. Wow, big sell-off for Bitcoin right when the market opens. Interesting. So the Dow's up 40 points, just like I said. The futures were at 49. So the Dow up 50 points. Gold taking that hit. But you know what's going to happen is people are going to make whatever money and then sink it back into gold. So, wow, Bitcoin taking a hit right now, too. Interesting. All right, guys, right as the action's starting to happen, really when things are getting juicy, I got to run. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And, yeah, if you like what I do, if you like what I'm saying, and if you think you get value out of my channel, please hit the likes and tell someone about my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. MA63. Thank you, Vitor Costa out in Portugal. BB Ratman for the breakfast comment. Desmond, Jonas, everyone out here. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Be safe.